partisan. Without service, they remain isolated, shared not with the realm. The Order of the Pelican is the order of service. Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican to speak for the candidate?
Your Majesty, there is. I am Master Duncan Kerr, and I shall speak for Gele this day. Gele, as my consort, you have inspired me on the field for many crown tourneys, but this day I do not speak of that. I speak of the virtues that bring us all together in this game. I speak of mercy, for each of us must remember that we are all fallible, that each of us will one day fall short of what we hope to do. And on that day, we must remember that we too have stumbled, that we too have made mistakes, and that we too must forgive. I speak of faith. In our order, we talk of a safe pair of hands. When Gele is given a task, I can go on, for I know the job will be done, and it will be done well. I speak of justice. To deal fairly with each, be they crown, or prince, or baron, or any of the populace. Gele has always, and will always, deal with justice and fairness to all who come before her. Gele, you are undoubtedly my peer. I give you this ring. You may remember this day.
Stop.
And you are well and truly worthy of joining our company.
But while service upholds the realm, it must be done with strength and chivalry. The Order of Chivalry stands as primary of these attributes, but they are also required of a member of the Order of the Pelican. Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry to speak for the candidate?
Yes, Your Majesties. That honor has befallen to me. I am William of Richwood, and I will speak on behalf of the Order of Chivalry. Chivalrous behavior stems out of controlling those who cannot be controlled. One of the primary features of are attributed to the chivalry is prowess. Prowess is the search for excellence. And through excellence, we drive for perfection. Gele has achieved excellence. She is striving hard for perfection. I think she'll get there. Our faith. She makes bold choices. She sees them through. And she makes sure that the rest of us are there to enjoy the journey, to have fun with her, and to share the amusement that happens along the way. This is an art and a generosity that should be held in high regard. You, Gele, care for everybody around you. You bring them up, you make them happy, you make sure everybody around you have a good time. You do not also forget yourself. And this is something where most of us have a lot to learn. You are leading the way brightly. I will gladly call you my peer.
But while service may uphold a realm, it does not make it flourish. Without the arts and sciences, the land is bare and barren. The Order of the Laurel is the order of the arts and sciences, but to appreciate why they serve the kingdom, a member of the Pelican must have knowledge of the arts and sciences. Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak for the candidate?
There is. I am Lia de Thornegge, and I will speak on behalf of the Order of the Laurel for Gele, Pechplumin. Gele, I see you. And I saw you when you first came to Double Wars. I was not the only one to see you. It turns out that there are plenty of good things to see in you. You can see her going about this event at her leisure, because she has organized retainers for 14 royals for 10 days by her excellent leadership. She displays this excellent leadership in the arts as well, which is my domain. Research and documentation are what we look for. And you can see in Lady Gele Pechplumin, in her persona of the lazy reenactor girl, performing this leadership. Her dedication to match her feast gear to her period is legendary. And her gentle leadership brings people up and lets them learn at their pace. You could probably go up to this lady, ask her about a piece of her garb, and she will tell you the century, the decade, and probably the archaeological dig report she can document it from. In short, Your Majesties, gentle Order of the Pelican, gentle populace, Gele, you are my peer.
The kingdom is defended and championed in many different ways. While the Order of Defense is the Order of Steel, Swordsmanship, and the Art of Arms, a member of the Order of the Pelican is also defending the realm in their own manner. Is there a member of the Order of Defense to speak for the candidate?
Your Majesties, that honor falls upon me. I am Airikur, one of the 3 premier Masters of Defense of this kingdom, and I will speak for the candidate on behalf of the Order. Where we wield our swords to defend the kingdom, you wield a mind of equal sharpness. When you find a task that might harm, when you find something that might harm the realm, you fix it. We put ourselves in harm's way. You do the same in your own way. But more so, we might be noticed when we do it. You do it because it needs to be done, without regard if you're noticed or not. Where we hone our skills of arms, you hone your own skills, making sure that there is a realm to defend. Without people's organization skills, things would be disorder, things would be chaos. We wouldn't have a realm to defend. You defend it in your own way, perhaps more than we do. But what you do is not as visible. But believe me, we are thankful for it. When you find something that needs to be fixed, you've heard others talk about leadership. She makes sure she doesn't do it alone. But what she does when it comes to leadership, she might steer the ship, but she has a crew to do it with her. And they have fun doing it. That is leadership. From the viewpoint of a swordmaster, you are at least my equal. Your Majesties, I thank you for your wisdom. She is mighty.
A servant may do great works, but without courtesy and honor, they are no peer. The Order of the Rose speaks for courtesy and honor. Is there a member of the Order of the Rose to speak for the candidate?
Your Majesties, there is. Gele Pechplumin. Sorry. I am Countess Beatrix de Lyme Regis, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the candidate for the Order of the Rose. Gele, 15 years ago, this year, our paths crossed. Back then, you were not very keen, and I can see that you know what's coming. You were not very keen on going into depth, delving into the research of everything having to do with this hobby. Gele, you then said to me that summer that you would never ever wear double layers of garb. You would never stitch your own garb. And doing research was not anything that was what you do. And as we've heard from previous speakers here today, looking at your lazy reenactor girl page, all the things that you do, that has changed. You have developed. You have grown to be a person of grace and beauty, of courtesy, that want to share what you can do, what you do, what you know to newcomers. You welcome people into our society. You take of your own time to make sure that others feel welcome, feel that they are a part of what we do, and do feel that they, in your presence, can also grow. This is absolutely partly about teaching, which goes into another order, but it's also a part of being graceful, to share of yourself, and to let others take part of everything that we do here. I think that what you do that makes everyone here today want this for you is that you make sure that everybody else also has a place in this society. And for this, Gele, you are today and always my peer.
Drachenwald has many peers, but many more who are not peers, and their voice is mighty, to be ignored at the peril of all. Is there a message from the people of the realm in regard to this candidate?
Me? Who thought that was a good idea? I am Mihal Branner from a faraway place in Drachenwald. Maybe not as far away as Frostheim. And I...
Vilken fina du är. I apologize, my Swedish is very rude. English from now on. That face is very, very familiar.
And why is that? Because it is almost invariably there. Behind the thrones, the crown, the coronet. That's why it's familiar. Beaming, radiant smiles, casting icy daggers. Either way, you know what you did. Gele is so mean. If you would like an opinion with the padding removed. Is it okay to rest my grassy shoes on the edge of the blanket? She made Duncan cry. She made William cry. Notoriously patchy at detecting the extent of her skill, the value of her advice, the reach of her influence, and the depth to which she is admired. Allah behöver en Gele. Everybody needs a Gele. Today, the Order of the Pelican gets a Gele. You lucky, lucky peers.
Do you, Master Edicus, and other members of your order affirm the worthiness for this high honor, accepting them as your peer in service and in the other attributes of peerage?
Yes.
I do.
It is our judgment that the candidate fulfills all the requirements of peerage. Gele. Right mindful of your achievement and service to our land, and responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are minded to create you a member of the Pelican. Will you accept from us this honor and the badge of your achievement? Will you, to the best of your ability, continue in the cause of service as you most surely have until now, and seek to increase your labors and talents nobly, and train any dependents you may have to do likewise, so far as it is within your powers?
I will.
Make known our royal will.
As the Pelican giveth of itself for its young, so doth Gele Pechplumin give of herself for our kingdom. And thus do we, King Stigot and Queen Lufenheider, dread and mighty monarchs of Drachenwald, induct her into the Order of the Pelican on this day of May, Anno Societatis 59. King Stigot, Queen Lufenheider.
The scroll was illuminated and calligraphed by Richard of Salisbury.
Is there a medallion for the candidate?
There is, Your Majesty. This medallion has travelled from the lands of Lockhart. It is a twin to the medallion I carry. It was made by Benedict of York and arrived on a chain brought from out to Duncan.
Gele, take from our hand this token of your achievement and our esteem. Henceforth, we, Mistress Gele, Pechplumin. Pechplumin. Let the new mistress be vested as befits the new rank.
Ooh.
Since time immemorial, the cap of maintenance is the symbol of the Pelican. For just as the cap of maintenance supports the crown and makes it easier to bear, so the Pelican supports the kingdom and eases the burden of its rulers. The cloak is the outward sign of the Pelican's new status as a peer of the realm. Mistress, is it your wish to swear fealty to us at this time?
Here do I swear, by mouth and hand, fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of Drachenwald, to come and to go, to do and to let be, to strike and to spare, to speak and to be silent, in all matters that concern the kingdom, on my honor and the lawful command of the crown, in need or in plenty, in peace or in war, in living or in dying, from this hour henceforth, until the king and queen depart from their thrones, death takes me, or the world ends. So say I, Gele Pechplumin.
And we in turn promise to grant you and your household all the rights and privileges of old, and to protect you with the law of the realm.
Så säger vi, stig upp king.
Så säger vi, låt mig höja dig queen.
For the newest member of the Order of the Pelican. Vivat!
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 Vivat!